I'm here with Gary Lamb, who steps in for Robbie Rock this evening. Gary, it's a 4-3 loss this evening in our final game of the PIL season against Oxford Sunnyside here at the McCrory Cromer Park. Neither of this evening's teams had anything material to play for, but that didn't stop them delivering an enthralling evening of football, which was end to end and had everything, including some excellent goals, which I'm sure we'll touch on. We lost our first encounter with Oxford Sunnyside at Crystal Park. In this evening's fixture, did we continue our theme of putting results right on the second occasion?
Yeah, I think absolutely. We looked at the results throughout the season, and I think there's only two teams that we've had a worse result on against in the second game, which obviously from a management and coaching standpoint, that shows us that we're moving in the right direction, that things have improved across the season. We all know it's been a tough season for us, so the fact that we have had something statistically to look on in a positive is always good.
There's plenty of action to cover, Gary, so we'll move into the first half. It seemed that Oxford Sunnyside failed to get out of first gear early in the first half, where the town capitalised through a fantastic strike from Marcus Francisco and a well worked goal from Cian McCoy. Were you impressed by how the lads were moving the ball forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a lot of what we've worked on over the last I think 5 or 6 games. It's really showed with our performances. Again, it's been a constant now. We're used to playing with each other. I think the boys have really gelled, which is obviously shown in the results across the season. And they're showing more confidence, not just in themselves, but in each other, moving the ball well and actually getting into attacking positions. So it was good to see they actually got some reward for that again, which was fully deserved in the first half.
Although the town were playing well, Sunnyside were still threatening to capitalise through turnovers in possession and long balls over the top, which we did deal with well most of the time. When it came to the goals we conceded in the first half, what do you put these down to? Were they lapses in judgment or just proficiency from Sunnyside?
I think we've said it at half time when we spoke to the boys about it that the two goals came from our own undoing. We sort of panicked at the back a little bit there, some individual errors which firstly allowed them to score the first, and then the second error led to the corner which they scored from. But the game's gone now, so we're not too worried about um, the individual errors there. But it was frustrating to allow them back into the game through them.
Closing off on the first half, just we seen a piece of individual brilliance from Victor Hemje. Ryan Niblock to work the ball into Victor, who trapped it, turned against his man, and found the bottom corner with an exquisite strike from outside the box. Celebration wasn't bad either. We went in 3-2 at the break shortly after. What did you think of Victor's goal?
Yeah, it was Victor's. Victor's been playing really well the last few weeks there. He's come into the side and fought for his place, and he's turning in good performances. He was unlucky only last week to have the ball in the back of the net and it be ruled out for offside. So it was good to see him get on the score sheet, but he'll be the first one to tell you that that's his job. So he'll make sure that he's doing that more often for us.
The second half seen a stronger performance from Sunnyside, who had the dominant share of the ball. The town's game plan the town's game plan seemed more towards containing Sunnyside whilst attempting to get a goal on the break. At the start of the half, the town had a penalty shout when Matty McLaughlin went down just outside the 6 yard box. Did you see the incident?
Yeah, we had quite a clear view of it. It's one of those you've seen them given. Um, Whether or not it's enough for it to be a penalty, I think I'd only be fair in saying if it was in our box, I'd be hoping the ref wasn't giving it. But at the same time, we have seen decisions like that this season, so we were more pleased that we were getting into the position to threaten. So it's maybe a dubious one, but at the same time, we had other chances in the game as well.
We've both been at games this season where the town have played well throughout periods in the game, but ultimately have gone on to lose by several goals. The town have demonstrated a tangible resolve in recent games, which was particularly evident in the second half this evening. The lads withstood real pressure in the second half and managed to come through to still compete right up until the final whistle, which demonstrates clear progress, which I think was evident for all to see this evening.
Yeah, I think myself and Stevie looked at it. While the game was going on, like you've already mentioned, we did seem to lack a bit of energy at the start of the second half, which maybe allowed them back into it. So we looked at the bench and who we had available, and we knew that the boys coming off the bench were going to put the maximum effort in. And across the whole season, I don't think we can argue that any of the players haven't given us everything, and that's a testament to all of them. It's also a testament to Robbie, who's not here, who's got these boys playing, and the boys play for the badge every week. So as we can see at full time there, although we might have lost the support that we've had all season, they're getting a great rapturous round of applause when they're leaving the pitch every week, and I know the players want to thank the fans for that.
As this evening's game drew to a close, so did the season for Banbridge Town. I think I speak for everyone when I say that the lads and management deserve a really well earned break. With a number of great performances over the past few weeks, what are your concluding thoughts on how the town finished up in the season?
I mean, it's no secret that it's been a very very tough season for the club as a whole, both on and off the pitch. Before we left the pitch today, I spoke to the boys along with Stevie, and we thanked all of them for their efforts this year. And I did say to them, Stevie very much agreed that they'll probably never come across a tougher season in their football career in terms of on and off the pitch, but it doesn't show in the way they played, and we have to take that as a positive. And I think, as we've said, the last 5 or 6 games here, yes, right, we've been on the wrong end of results, but we beat the team top of the league. We've gone close in a lot of other games where before we weren't competing. So we can only look at it as a positive as we go into next season, and we'll have a look back at things. Of course, we'll have a look, and we'll see what we can do to improve it ahead of next year.
Thanks so much, Gary. We will
Not a
see
problem.
you and the lads in pre season. Thank you very
Cheers.
much.